Hey guys, how you doing? I hope everything is well. Everything is good with me. Yes, I'm back with the story with the children from Canada, Nova Scotia. And this story is just getting to be really, really weird. I don't know what the hell is going on. All I know is the other day when I had did my video, the story just sounds incredible. I'm not blaming them, like blaming the mother, or I'm not gonna blame the stepdad, because both of them is acting. I mean, not really the stepdad, because he's actually volunteered to give up everything. You understand? His phone, his blood test, all this here. He's like volunteering to do all of that. So now the mother, she leaves and she bounces and she's with the family somewhere. How would how in the hell would you leave when your children is missing? Okay? But she said that the authorities had told her to leave. I don't know how true that is, allegedly. I don't know. I don't know. Because if sorry y'all, but damn. So if the authorities had asked her to leave, you know what I'm saying? So they basically looking at the boyfriend. You understand what I'm saying? They basically have to be looking at him. But I don't really know that. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, this is what she said. So now the mother, she goes on Instagram. hmm She goes on Instagram and she changed up everything. The picture of her and her boyfriend to just her, okay? And plus her status. She put down single, ready to mingle. Like, first of all, that is a red flag, y'all. That's a red flag. Because first of all, if you're in this position where your children has been taken or missing or whatever, there's no way you should be thinking about going on Instagram, updating your profile. Which you can go on Instagram and update about your children, that you need, help. If anybody see, Jack or Lily, but not to go on and to be like, I'm single, I'm ready to mingle. Like, what the hell is that? Why? Because you ain't got a bunch of kids now? I don't know. I don't know. This is really weird. And then they said that like, let me just say this here. The story from the beginning, I wasn't sitting well with me, because she was like, she said she was in the room, her and the partner was in the room with their baby, the baby they have together, and the other two children, 4 and 6, Lily and Jack, was in the next room where you could actually hear them playing or whatever like that. So she said she kept dozing in and out, dozing in and out. But my thing is this here, like, she was dozing in and out, like she said she was dozing in and out. But what was he doing? He was dozing in and out too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was pretty, it was like 10 o'clock. So, why you not up? Like, why one of y'all ain't up? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty, to me, that's late. You know what I'm saying? That's late. And they said that, this is what she says. When my children do go outside, they be with me. We watch them when they go outside. You understand? So then again, she said, when the kids go outside, they would leave the sliding door open. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like mixed signals. You just said they don't go outside. You always be with them when they do go outside. Then you turn around and said that when they do go outside, they always leave the door, the sliding door open. hmm So that's the contradicting. I don't know. I don't know. I find that pretty funny. But anyway, when she had awakened, she said she didn't hear the kids. So she asked the boyfriend, like, you hear them? And he was like, nah. That's what I'm saying. Like, was they both sleeping at the same time? She was just, describing that she was in and out, going in and out, going in and out. You understand what I'm saying? And she said the kid's room was right next door. So he said he don't hear the kids. So now they get up and they're looking for the kids. He said he jumped. He said he jumped in the van in his truck and he started riding around looking for the kids. You understand what I'm saying? And she said she went looking for the kids. Now she got the baby. I think she's like 16 months old or something like that there. But see, that don't make no sense because like the backyard is like huge. The backyard is huge and it's a hot mess. Very dangerous. So I was saying the other day, like that's a double wide trailer or whatever that thing is. And the backyard looked really scary. And I can understand that she doesn't let them out there unless she be with them because it's not, I don't know who left her that there property. Is that her parent? Is that his parents? That is his. That property is his. And I think his parents and they live on that property too. Not in the same house, but live on that property. It's huge. It's huge. And it's a mess. So they both said that he went looking and see can he find the kids or whatever. But my thing is and this is another thing. They don't have any Wi-Fi. No cell phone connection. They don't have any of that. So I don't know how far they have to go to get a signal on the phone. But anyway, because that would have been the first thing. You understand? Being big as your backyard is, front yard, backyard. I don't know how this works. I keep saying that, and I'll say it again. I don't know how that double. What is that? Double wide thing they live in. Do they have another door that they can go out to the back? I don't know how this made. You understand? Because they kept focusing on the sliding door. You understand? But there is another door, like I showed y'all the other day. I'm gonna show you again. There is another door there. Now it's a small door, but you can see there's steps that you can walk down. But the part that really messed me up is that the stepfather said that Lily kept poking her head into the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? She said she did it like 3 times. So I don't understand what that means. Then when they asked them what they had on, the boyfriend knew exactly what she had on. You understand? He knew exactly. He said pink pants or pink jacket and pink boots. And the little boy had on some dinosaur boots or something like that there. So he literally seen them. So I just let me just say something. I find it funny that you seen Lily fully dressed with a backpack. Now she was home from school. Remember she had a cough? So you didn't find that funny that she is fully dressed and have a backpack? You understand? I don't understand that. Why would she have a backpack if she stay home from school? And why is they fully dressed and y'all still in the bed? And y'all said that the kid was sick. So something just ain't clean here. And the mother leaving like that, she said the authorities told her to leave. I don't know how true that is. But for her to go to Instagram and change her profile, you're not thinking about your children? You sitting there talking about something, you single and ready to mingle? Huh? Something ain't right here, y'all. Something here is not right. Something is not right. Okay, they said police received 180 tips about missing Nova Scotia siblings Lily and Jack, 6-year-old and 4-year-old. They said mountaineers have filled more than 180 tips from the public about two young children reported missing 11 days ago from their home in the rural northeastern of Nova Scotia. But that's 11 days ago. That's a long time because there's nothing there, y'all. There's nothing there. It's all woods. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. It just something just ain't right about this case here. I don't know what to believe, the boyfriend or to believe her, because if she's saying that the authorities told her to leave, so what are they telling you to leave for? That your boyfriend is it something wrong with him? You understand? But they couldn't tell me that. They could not tell me to leave. Because if my children is missing from here, where I'm at, living at, I'm not going to. Why would I leave? They might, if they was to come back and I'm not, I mean, as a mother, you know what I mean? As a mother, you're not going to leave. Like, that's just not going to happen. And I don't know how true that is anyway. You know? I don't know how true that is. I don't know if the police, the detectives or whatever, would have told you, like, you're gonna have to leave this house and leave him right here. You have to have a reason. You understand what I'm saying? If she's claiming that the authorities told her to leave, they had to give her a reason why you should get the hell away from homie. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. This is really weird for me. They said the disappearance of Lily and Jack Sullivan, their trailer home in Lansdowne Station, Pitchon County, that they share with their mother, stepfather, and the couple's baby, prompt a massive search in the woods area around the Garland Road. We are exploring all avenues in the missing person investigations, Staff Sergeant Curtis McKinney said. Tuesday in a news release, we have officers from multiple disciplines dedicated to finding Lily and Jack, including highly trained RCMP, major crime and forensic investigation. That there seems like to me like they're looking for unalive. Of the tips from the public, officers have so far identified 35 people from familiar interviews as part of the investigation, including community members and those closer to the kids, said the police. In a note, 35. Damn. Wow. 35 people they interviewed? Like, 35 people. Damn. That's weird. Okay. They said in a note, the RCMP underwater recovery team, oh wow, saw bodies of water around Lanskin Station on May 8th and the 9th, but didn't uncover any evidence. But they did say, let me just say this here, they did say they seen like little boot prints, right? And it was going towards the water. I don't know, allegedly. This is what they're saying. And they said it started raining a lot and stuff like that. So, if it was raining a lot, those footprints ain't there anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, the footprints is not there. I don't know. This story really is like, it's tricky. It is very tricky. I don't know about this girl. I'm going to be real with you. I thought she was like a little bit slow. You understand? And him himself, I can't make him out yet. I can't really read him yet. But her, she looked like she's a little slow. And she actually said her kids is autistic. One family said the children is mute, nonverbal. The other, she said the children is very talkative. So which is it? She said her children are talkable. She said they would talk your head off. Then the family member saying the children is mute. I don't know. They said on the 8th of the 9th didn't uncover anything. Mounties continue to work day and night on the field. McKellen said, like all Nova Scotians, we want answers and we want to know what happened to these children. Absolutely. Mounties first got called on May 2nd at 10 o'clock. You see what I'm saying? Like, on that day, that's the day the children went missing, was that day, May 2nd. And, like I said, you know, the little girl was supposed to have to stay home because of a cough. So, I don't know how would you keep a kid home just because she was coughing? You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you saying like she had a cold or she had the flu or something like that there. You know what I'm saying? She had a little little cough. You know what I'm saying? But you telling us that when you was in the bed with the 16-month-old baby and your boyfriend, that y'all could hear the kids in there playing and carrying on. So if they could go in there and play and carrying on like that, they could take that behind the school. So I don't really know about that. That's sketchy. Because if your children is in there playing their behinds off, you feel me? And then playing all over the place, they should have stayed home for school? No. And not even that. Why they both had to stay home for school? If one was just sick, why the other one had to do it? They wasn't too sick where they got their clothes that this boyfriend said that they was fully clothed. She kept sticking her head in the room like 3 times, you know what I'm saying? And he happened to know everything she got on. When I say everything, and another thing, y'all, they said they found 2 blankets by the woods. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait. One goddamn minute. Now, how in the hell did they find 2 blankets? Now, those 2 blankets, if it belongs to Lily and Jack, going back to the house to see if the blankets belong to them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they really making it seem like the little girl, 6 years old, is like 20. And she was like, yo, bro, like, we out of here. Go get your clothes, put your boots on and everything, and I'm going to get my stuff. We got our backpacks. And she looked in the room and like, see ya. And them 2 just walked out the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are 6 and 4 years old. They're 6 and 4. They 6 and 4. So they making it seem like these kids are bigger, you know, than they are. And then this makes it even worse. You said they was on the autism side. You understand what I'm saying? So if you trying to say like the kids did a runner, you understand what I'm saying? If they saying like the kids did a runner, the kids is only 6. The kids is only 6 and 4. No, wait, 6 and 4 years old. Like, what is that? That don't make no sense. To say that the kids got fully dressed like that. And they were supposed to be in the bed because was sick. You understand? But she act like she acting like she ain't never got up. That's my thing. The boyfriend, he knows everything. He knows, like I said, what they got on. He knows that, you know, he really knew what every little girl had on. So now, anyway, yo, let's get to the day. So now, she told the detective or whoever, because I don't know if she had the little girl or little boy or whatever, the baby. I don't know if she had the baby. Mm-hmm. Because this here is wicked. So I don't know who has the child, but she wanted Jack's favorite toy and Lily's favorite toy and her teddy bear. Okay. Don't ask me, y'all. This is what she wanted. This is they relayed the message to him, and he went to the police, and no, not the police, human resources, because he wanted to see his child, and I don't know who has a child. Maybe they took the child from her too. Like I don't really know. Like I don't know. I don't know. Let me get back here. Let me get back here. Okay, here we go. Okay. They said they will believe to have wandered away from their home on Gairloch Road. A multi-agency search and missing person investigation began immediately, said the RCPN News released. The search, which involved hundreds of trained volunteers, was scaled back to specified area on May 7th. It uncovered 5.5 square kilometers of heavily wooded rural terrain. That is big. They live in the boondocks, y'all, like for real. And I just don't believe these kids did that. I mean, I don't know if she really think that we just think they, like, like I said, just, no. Bro, look, Jack, get yourself together. Put your clothes on. I'm going to put mine on. You got your book back. You got some stuff in there. Let's go. That don't sound right. Like, don't be trying to play with us like that. Like, I don't believe that at all. I just don't believe that. I'm not blaming them. Allegedly, I'm not blaming. To me, I can't, like I said, the stepdad, I don't know. But the mom, something wrong with her. Because you went on Instagram and you updated your profile. So you didn't worry about your damn kids. You worried about you ready to you single and ready to mingle. Really? How's that? How is that? You got the baby on the hip. Where you going? If you still even have the baby. Now, I'm gonna search more, because if she ain't got a damn baby, let's get it. Daniel Robert Martell, who identified the children's stepfather, told the Chronicle Herald last week that the children's mother, Malaya Brooks Murray, last heard Jack and Lily on the morning of Friday, May 2nd, as they lie in bed with their baby. The son was already up, and Lily came into the bedroom, said Martell. She had a pink shirt on. Pink shirt on. We can hear her, Jackie. Oh, so we can hear Jackie in the kitchen. Oh, they call him Jackie. My bad. His name is Jack. I was like, what the hell, Jackie? Okay, they call him. His name is Jack, so they call him Jackie. I was about to say, what the hell? Jackie. I'm gonna say Jack. Jack was in the kitchen. How do you know Jack was in the kitchen? How in the hell do they know Jack was in the kitchen? Remember, they never got up. They stayed laying in the bed with the baby. Both of them. It's 10 o'clock. You should be up. These kids should have had their breakfast. They should be up. I understand you want to take a little nap, but I'm just saying the normal thing is you get up and you clean the house up or whatever you need to do, get them kids off to school. And not even that, you didn't get up and check if one of the, well, I thought it was Lily. Lily had the little cough, you didn't even see if she's feeling okay. And they both could have went to school. Okay? Okay, so they said that Jackie, I don't like Jackie. For a little boy, I don't like Jackie. I mean, I like Jackie, but I think it's a good name. Okay, hold on. I'll say, okay. They said she had on a pink shirt. She could hear Jack in the kitchen. A few moments later, we didn't hear them. A few minutes later, we didn't hear them, so I went out to check. A few minutes later. So what was you doing in a few minutes? What the heck? Both of them. Not just one. Both of them. What was you doing in a few minutes? It say right here, a few minutes. What was you doing in a few minutes? You just said you saw the little girl with the pink shirt on. Then you said Jackie's in the kitchen. And now you said a few minutes later, they bounced. Mm-mm. 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 That's he said he went out to check. You should have checked a long time ago. You should have found out what these kids was doing. They still babies. Like, they still little kids. Like, for real, like, they little kids. And why both of y'all laying in the bed? You ain't got no damn job? What's going on? Oh, boy ain't got no job? The sliding doors was closed. They boots was gone. Yeah. Montel is not Jack and Lily's father. He's been Brooks Murphy partner for Brooks Murphy partner for 3 years, and then after the children disappeared, she reportedly left the county with their baby and is staying with family. Montel has said the children had undiagnosed autism and is not like they will wander far. Now, you hear that Montel is the boyfriend. He's telling the news that the kids was undiagnosed autism. Undiagnosed autism. What do you mean undiagnosed? So y'all who was playing doctor? Like, I don't understand. What do you mean? What do you mean undiagnosed? Either you diagnosed or you're not diagnosed. Like, what the hell is this here? So y'all just assume, and not even that. He been with them. She been living with him. She knew for 3 years. She been living there for 2. So I'm just saying, like, he ain't their daddy or whatever the case may be. But it clearly says the children have undiagnosed autism. So not by a doctor, by y'all. And it's not like them to wander far. Y'all said they don't go outside. You said without y'all. Montel said they noticed the 2 children was missing May 2nd. He immediately jumped in his car and searched the neighboring roads, looking in coverts. By the time he returned home, the RCMP were there, having been called by the children's mother. Montel said last Wednesday that he had been working with Northeast Nova Major Crime. He provided the RCMP with a cell phone and had agreed to take a lie detector test. The RCMP had previously said there is no evidence of the children was abducted. Yes, because you know what? People don't understand. They don't understand. Because I don't know how that happened, like for real. Because when your children go missing like that, you have to be frantic. You understand? They made it seem like Jack and Lily went outside to play. You understand what I'm saying to you? When the door is clearly closed, and you said that the door is very silent, hell no, it's not. That house look like it's gonna fall in a minute. So there's no way. Y'all got some beautiful sliding doors, okay? Mm-mm. But what I'm saying is, when you say that, they don't. They're thinking like, okay, you just said you heard the kids in the room, okay? So we know nobody ain't come in this house and take Jack and Lily. You know what I'm saying? The way they said it. We had just heard them playing, and I kept dozing off and dozing off. And when they do go outside, they usually leave the sliding door open. That's two different stories you're saying. So that's why they didn't put out the Amber Alert. When you put out the Amber Alert, you have to let them know. I don't know if somebody came here and took my damn kids or whatever. That's when they put out the Amber Alert. But when you playing games like this here, telling these here different stories, like it's ridiculous. I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you, like I ain't trying to be funny or nothing like that. Ouch, my leg, yeah. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing like that, but the mom look a little slow. Like look like she look a little different. Like her demeanor, her demeanor is very childish. You understand? She talks a little slow. She just, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know which one of them or both of them. I don't know what's going on. And for her to leave, leave Martell and go with her family, I don't know if she made that decision on her own or her family was like, just come over here. I don't know. I'm being real with you. I don't know. So, okay. They said on the weekend after they vanished. Brooke Murphy. Okay, first of all, they said there's no sign of evidence that the children was abducted, and they said on the weekend after they vanished, Brooke Murphy told the CTV that Jack and Lily are not typically the type of children who would go outside on their own. You hear what I'm saying to you? They saying it themselves. They're not the type of children that will go outside on their own. But then she said, when they go outside, they usually leave the door open. So what is it? What is it? They said, okay, I just want to remain hopeful. But there's always in mother's mind, you always thinking the worst. Brooke Murphy said at the time. They said anyone with information on the whereabouts of Lily and Jack asked to contact the RCMP at 902-487-4333. Okay, to remain anonymous, you could do that. But let me just say this. It is very weird that the mother would go on her Instagram page and put down and change up everything and put down single and ready to mingle. Your kids is missing. My gal, your children is missing. You didn't put pictures up of all your children to see if anybody see your children. And matter of fact, why you ain't out there trying to search for your kids? Why aren't you or him? Well, he is. He is. They keep an eye. He making sure he following the police everywhere. He ain't doing it. He want to know everything, like for real. I don't know if that's some type of tactic or whatever, but he is close to the police. But she should be having her ass out there looking for her child, looking for her kids. At least give some type of clues that where you used to take him at. Is it somewhere you take him at or whatever? Because they make it seem like these kids just ran away. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was like, I'm out. You know, got their whole little book bag on and everything. And they out the door. It's so weird. This so weird, y'all. Hold on. I want y'all to see something. Like, Child. Oh my God. This is funny. Jack and Jill. Hold on, y'all. Oh, shit. Let me just see what this says. They said, we want answers. All avenues being explored in search of the missing North-South children, police said. I'm not even going to read it because it's probably the same thing. Yes, the same thing. But they is some cute little kids, though. I'm not going to lie. They is cute. I love kids. They is cute. They cute. Here's the button. You know, how you hurt little children? How you not, you know, I don't get it, y'all. How they hurt little kids? Those kids too cute. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to go. Y'all hit that like button and subscribe, y'all, okay? Just hit the button and subscribe. And in the comments, y'all let me know, like, because the mother, like, would you go on Instagram and change your status to single, ready to mingle, and your children is still missing? You ain't talking about your kids. You talking about yourself. All right, y'all. I'm going to go.